Every game begins the same way.
4.60. That is the number that refuses to leave my head, and it is the number that probably haunted the sleep of every single Orioles fan throughout the entire last season. A collective earned run average of 4.60 for our starting rotation is simply unacceptable for a team that claims to be chasing championships. It was the fifth worst mark in all of Major League Baseball, an absolute disaster that wasted the generational offensive talent we have swinging the bats every night. Now, here we are in January of 2026, staring in the mirror and asking ourselves if we are going to repeat the same mistake or if Mike Elias is finally going to put his cards on the table. The conversation behind the scenes has shifted drastically in the last few hours, and the name circulating with full force is Freddy Peralta. I am not talking about empty internet forum speculation here. I am talking about a real connection pointed out by serious people like Joel Reuter, suggesting that Baltimore and Milwaukee might be about to dance the same tango they danced when we brought in Corbin Burns. The difference now, we need someone who stays, someone who dominates, and Peralta is coming off a 2025 season that was, without exaggeration, monstrous. The guy posted 17 wins and just 6 losses with an ERA of 2.70. Do you have any idea what that would do to our current rotation? We are talking about a pitcher who racked up 204 strikeouts in 176 and 2/3 innings. It was his third consecutive season surpassing the 200 strikeout mark. That is consistency, that is elite, that is the kind of arm where, when he steps on the mound, you know the game is won before the first pitch is even thrown. I know we brought in Shane Baz from the Tampa Bay Rays in November, and the expectations are high. And I also know Trevor Rogers had those 18 magnificent starts in 2025. But let's be honest with each other here. Is that enough? Would you trust your life on a postseason rotation with just those bets? The honest answer is no. We need a legitimate ace. The market talks about Framber Valdez. It talks about Ranger Suarez. But Peralta brings a different energy, a dominance that reminds us of prime Burns, but perhaps with even more hunger for the ball. The front office knows the window of opportunity does not stay open forever, and with the offense we have, neglecting the mound would be a crime against the fan base. If this trade goes through, we are looking at a rotation that goes from statistical mediocrity to the top of the league instantly. The impact of having a guy with a whip of 1.08 leading the group takes the pressure off everyone, from the bullpen to the lineup. It is the kind of strategic move that defines championships, not just cute regular seasons. The Brewers are listening, and we need to be the ones talking the loudest. Now, let's talk about the price, because elite quality never comes cheap, and this is where the rubber meets the road for a lot of people. The proposal currently on the table, according to the hottest analysis, would involve shipping a heavy package to Milwaukee outfielder Dylan Beavers and left-handed pitchers Cade Povich and Joseph Dziewa. I know it hurts. Povich is a talent we have learned to love, and Beavers has a high ceiling. But the question I have for you is very simple. Do you prefer to hug prospects or celebrate titles? The Orioles farm system is one of the deepest in baseball precisely for moments like this. We accumulated talent not just to call everyone up, but to use as trade chips when a big fish like Freddy Peralta becomes available. Before I continue dissecting whether it is worth handing over the future for the present, if you enjoy this unfiltered analysis, straight to the point and designed for those who live and breathe baseball, consider subscribing to the channel right here. We don't waste time. We speak the truth that the fan feels in their bones. Getting back to business, think about the structure of the team. We have Zach Eflin extended, we have Baz, we have Rogers, and Kyle Bradish coming back. Slotting Peralta into that group creates a depth we did not have even last year. Milwaukee knows how to trade. They fleeced us in the past, or at least got what they wanted, and they watched Burns leave for Arizona to sign that absurd $210 million contract for 6 years. They want substantial compensation, and frankly, Povich and Beavers are exactly that. But look at the market. Trying to sign free agents is a bidding war that often inflates the value of mid-tier players. Trading for Peralta, a 29-year-old guy who is at his physical and technical peak, gives us control and certainty. He has already proven he can handle the pressure, being only the third pitcher in Brewers history to have 3 straight seasons with over 200 Ks. That isn't luck. That is competence. If Mike Elias has the courage to pull the trigger, he sends a clear message to the clubhouse and to the league. The Orioles are not here to play player development anymore. We are here to bulldoze people. Losing Povich would suck? Sure. But watching Peralta decimate the Yankees' batting order in September is worth any prospect promise. The strategy here is to maximize the now. The team has the pieces. It has the screaming need for a number 1 pitcher, and it has the target in sight. Standing still and hoping that natural evolution solves a 4.60 ERA is asking to be eliminated in the wild card round again. I say, make the trade, pay the price, bring in Peralta, and what do you tell me? Do you hand over Povich and Beavers for a proven ace? Or do you think we are mortgaging the future too much? I want to see your honest opinion in the comments, because this is the decision that could define our decade.